Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will explain force to current analogy in which I will compare mechanical parameters with electrical parameters using force current analogy. So you can observe here we have mechanical system and here we have electrical system. In mechanical system, we have spring with spring constant K, we have damper with damping constant B, and here we have mass with value m. To this mechanical system, we apply force F, and because of force F, acceleration is A. Because of force F, velocity of body is V, and because of force F, displacement of body is x. With this electrical system, here we have current source that is producing current I, and this current I that is getting distributed in this RLC component. Here RLC component is connected in parallel, and at this node voltage is V. To have force current analogy, we need to derive differential equation. So first of all, I will derive differential equation of mechanical system. See this force F that is getting distributed inside damper with damping constant B, with this body which is having mass m, and with this spring that is having spring constant K. So force distributed inside spring, that is spring constant K into displacement x. Force distribution inside damper with damping constant B is damping constant B into velocity V. And force distribution inside mass m, that is mass into acceleration, right? So in total force, that is F, that is Fk plus Fb plus Fm, that is Kx plus Bv plus Ma. So this is one differential equation which is there with mechanical system. Now I will derive differential equation for electrical system. So here we have current source I that is producing current I that is getting distributed inside R, L and C component. So let us apply KVL at node V. If you apply KVL at node V, then incoming current, that is I, and outgoing current, that is there through resistance R, inductor L and capacitance C. So here I is equals to IR plus IL plus IC. Here at this node, voltage is V. So current IR, that is V divided by R. Current through inductor with voltage V, that is 1 by L integration V dt, and current through capacitor, that is C into dV by dt, right? Here we need to have differential equation. So here I will apply Faraday's law. As per Faraday's law, voltage V is rate of change of flux with respect to time. And as per this, one can say flux phi, that is integration of V dt, right? Now let us substitute this in this equation. So here we have current I that will be 1 by R into V, where V is d phi by dt, integration V dt, that is flux phi, and dV by dt, now that will be double differentiation of phi with respect to time. The reason is V is d phi by dt. So if you place V is equals to d phi by dt over here, then instead of dV by dt, here we will be having d square phi by dt square. So that is how we have two differential equations. Now let us convert these two equations in Laplace domain. So here we have mechanical system equation and here we have electrical system equation. With this mechanical system equation, here we have equation as per Kx plus Bv plus Ma. Here we can convert this velocity in form of differential equation as per distance. So V is dx by dt and acceleration is d square x by dt square. So now we have differential equation of mechanical system. To this differential equation, let us apply Laplace transform. So here we have single differentiation. If you consider zero initial conditions, then Laplace transform of single differentiation with respect to time, that is x into s. and here we have double differentiation with respect to time. So Laplace transform of this will be s square into x, provided we have zero initial conditions. So here we have force equation in Laplace domain, that is kx plus bsx, here single differentiation, that is resulting into s into x, plus m s square x, here double differentiation, that is resulting into s square into x. With electrical system, we have differential equation over here. So we can apply Laplace transform to this equation, where we will be considering zero initial conditions only. So here single differentiation, that is phi into s in Laplace domain, and here double differentiation, that is s square into phi in Laplace domain. And here remember, we are considering zero initial conditions. So now we have force and current equations, right? Now what we will do is we will compare both of these equations and we will identify force to current analogy. So here we have mechanical system parameters and here we have electrical system parameters. So in force current analogy, here we have force that is equivalent of current I. If you carefully observe these two equations, then mass m, that is equivalent of capacitance. You need to compare that as per s square term. So mass m, that is equivalent of capacitance C. Here we have damping constant B along with S. So here along with S, here we have 1 by R. So damping constant is equivalent of reciprocal of resistance 1 by R. Here we have spring constant K along with X. So along with phi, here we have 1 by inductance. So one can say spring constant is the reciprocal of inductance. So that is 1 by L. And here we have distance X, that is equivalent of flux phi. And here we have dx by dt, that is velocity. So instead of that, over here we have d phi by dt, that is voltage. So velocity, that is equivalent of voltage in force current analogy. And these are the relevance of mechanical parameters with electrical parameters in force current analogy that one should know. In competitive examinations, sometimes I have seen direct questions are coming in which they will be directly asking you what is the equivalent of mass in force current analogy. So that should be capacitance. What is the equivalent of damping constant in force current analogy? So that is reciprocal of resistance. So that is how there can be questions sometimes in competitive examinations as well as in university examination also. Sometimes questions are coming based on this type of understanding. So force voltage analogy and force current analogy that I have covered up till now. In future coming videos, few more analogy that I'll explain, like what is torque voltage analogy and torque current analogy. If you have any confusion, then just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.